What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Warframe video. Today I bring you two Voruna builds. One that I feel like most people will probably do and follow. Two is kind of the weird one because it uses Parasitic armor to make her even more tankier, as well as 5 Archon shards, but we'll talk about those later in the video. So this is the build. We're going to go with a steel charge because she is a melee Warframe. If you were to pair this up with your 1, your melee does get critical multiplier, as well as one of your passive gives her heavy attack efficiency, so this also comes very beneficial. You can either go with a steel charge, or you can go with an empowered blades, plus 60% status chance and status damage on heavy attacks, but drains 90 shields per hit. So either one is fine. I'd rather go with steel charge because of that extra capacity. So that will bump us up to 78 capacity instead of that 74 capacity. After that, I'm going to go with Aviator because she does need survivability, so I would recommend just jumping around. Aviator will provide 40% damage reduction in air, or in midair. So that helps out, and it's a relatively cheap mod to use. We're going to go with the Umbral Vitality and Umbral Intensify because we want health and we want power strength. So both these together amplifies each other, and we have, more strength and more health. Transient 40 for more ability strength, but you do have a ability duration subtraction. After that, we're going to want to go with as much range as you can get. So Overextended and Archon Stretch. Use Archon Stretch if you have it, because if your second ability here procs an electricity proc, you will start getting energy per second, especially if you spread it. So if you kill these guys, right, and it spreads, well, it's going to stack again and again, probably 2 to 3 times. So you'll get this passive 2 to 3 times per one time that you do it or spread it, which is kind of nice. We're going to go with the Prime Flow because she is very energy hungry. She wants a lot of energy. You'll be spamming a lot. A lot of energy is going to go down the drain. Then go with some Augur Secrets for more ability strength, and is also relatively cheap with a 7 capacity. And then Streamline because we'll be spamming abilities non-stop, so we want to conserve at least some energy as we're spamming. And then lastly, we're going to go with the Molt Augmented because, like I said, Molt Augmented is such an amazing arcane. Gives you an extra 60% power strength when you stack this up 250 times. So as long as you're killing stuff, you'll have an extra 60% power strength. Super nice. As far as your weapon goes, make sure you have something that can one-shot, especially if you shoot them in the head, because if you're out of energy for some reason, and your third ability is active, you're going to want to just run, switch over to your passive where your wolf head dies instead of you, and then try to get as many headshots as possible. And at the same time, you'll either be meleeing to collect health orbs, but most of the time you will have enough energy to just cloak, run around, headshot someone, get energy, cloak again, and then you should be fine. So let me show you guys how this works, right? So we have Zenuricon, we have 150 energy. Before you start anything, just go ahead and give yourself some energies. Now we're going to go ahead and spawn some 20 Corrupted Heavy Gunners, level 180, so pretty tough enemies. Let's go in there. We're going to cloak, activate our ultimate, activate this, and then just start going crazy on them. You can see a lot of these guys are dying. Really, really crazy damage. Oh, I'm out of cloaking. I'm out of here, and then we can kind of do whatever we want. So just spam on this guy. And then a really good thing to do here is as you're spamming all these elements on these people, all these status effects, your melee weapon with Condition Overload can do a significant amount of damage. So just make sure you have that Condition Overload on your melee weapon, whatever it is. In this case, I'm using the Gerudo, which is going to be for our other build. And our other build, we want the Gerudo because we want to stay alive and actually use Parasitic Armor. So with Parasitic Armor, we're actually going to consume all of our shields and make ourselves tanky enough so that we don't die with Adaptation, and then get energy back with Rage. So we're going to combo all of this with Arcane Grace for more health, Molt Augmented for more ability strength, and for these 5 Archon shards, right? So I'd recommend getting the Amber Archon shard twice, 2 of them, if you feel like you're running out of energy. So in this case, I put 2 of them for 50% effectiveness on energy orbs. So I basically have 100% more effectiveness. So whenever I pick up 1 orb, I get 50 instead of 25. If you stack this with Zenuric, then you're getting even more, which is pretty good. Then I put a Tau Forge Crimson for extra ability duration. And then these are the really important ones. The Azure Archon shards for more shield capacity. because we're going to turn that shield capacity into armor. So as long as you have 2 plus a redirection on this Warframe, then you should be fine. Now the important thing here is that you do want to have a Hirudo. You want to use the Hirudo because every hit you do will give you life back. Now if you don't have it, feel free to use Life Strike, the mod Life Strike, so that you can do a heavy attack and then get health back. That will also help you out in survivability. But definitely, whatever you do, have Condition Overload, because you'll be spamming so many different status effects that you'll be giving yourself a crap ton of extra damage. So with this, I just have Condition Overload, just some status effect right here. So we have Electricity and Toxin for Corrosive, Drifting Contact just to keep the combo up, that's fine, and then Gladiator Might and Organ Shatter to multiply that critical damage a lot higher, and then Shattering Impact to remove armor. You don't have to have this here, but I feel like it works out just fine. Feel free to look up other builds for a Hirudo or a Fist Weapon, but the main one you want is that Condition Overload. So you definitely want that one in there, because it plays perfectly with her too, in spreading those status effects. Alright, 20 heavy corrupted heavy units. Let's put them on. We want to activate our Parasitic Armor. Boom, we have 2300 extra armor. And you can see they are hitting me up here. I'm just jumping, that's fine. My cat's dead, no biggie. Let's equip this. Let's equip that. And let's go ahead and start just spamming everything as much as we can. We're already out of energy, but that's fine, because we'll just take hits. Boom, we're getting some energy back. We want our Parasitic Armor on. And if you really need some health, like right here, right, I can just do a heavy attack. Get him off of me, or even a slam attack, no biggie. And we're back to full health. So use those heavy attacks as basically just crowd control. We got some energy, we got some more stuff. Let's start spreading everything. And then bam. But yeah, so this is a more heavy survivalist style. You could see all this damage I'm taking. I can take it, right? I'm not gonna stand there. But I can just hit these guys, boom, back to full health. No issue whatsoever. And then you do have the extra life, right? So anything happens, let's say fuck it. I'm just gonna switch here, I'm gonna stand here. Kill this guy, I want some energy, I don't know. Let's kill ourselves. Boom, I died. Okay, I got all my energy back, and then boom, I'm back, right? I can take out my melee. No worries. Use this again, start hitting people. And that's it, guys. As you can see, the first build will actually kill everything, just spamming abilities, because you can spread everything so well. In the second build, we're focusing on just survivability. So you could take an immense amount of damage, like right here, right? Let's go ahead and use this. We're good. He's shooting at me. It's going to take a while, but I can just get my health back. Stab him. And he's dead. Alright. That is it for the video, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.